what I've discovered is there's quite a few people out there, one, that know who I am, and two, like the ideas. The reason they like the ideas is not because they're mine, not because I'm such a great speaker, I really don't think I am, but because people, kind of like the two guys looking here in front of me, created something that has never before been seen on the face of the earth, something that we inherited from our founding fathers and mothers, something that many of us cherish, which is why we are here today. Freedom, liberty, the independence to make a decision about ourselves and our family without government interference. I first become cognizant of what it means to be an American and what our Constitution means on January the 3rd, 1975. On that particular date, I swore an oath to the United States Constitution when I first joined the Marine Corps. We have a group here today called the Oath Keepers. I think enough of that group that I joined it many months ago. Just like the crowd out here, who the press in some places would like to say are not true Americans, that they do not have the values, that they are exclusionary, the Oath Keepers, Teaparty people, and those who show up to town hall meetings to tell our elected officials, no more will you represent us. We as a nation need to be telling elected officials, you work for us. You work for us. You work for us. How many of you think they work for us today? No, they don't. There are rare exceptions, but that's the problem, they are rare. I am a believer in citizen legislators. Yes. We send somebody there from amongst our ranks to represent the values of our community. When's the last time you think Harry Reid represented the values of his community? Never. When's the last time Harry Reid represented the values of Nevada? Never. When has Harry Reid last represented the values of America? Never. This is not a Harry Reid bashing event. I look forward to the day when we can all go back and sit on our couches because our elected officials truly represent us. I want to represent you in the U.S. Senate. I spent 23 years in the Marine Corps serving this country. I spent 11 years indirectly serving this country by doing the things necessary to help set the base for part of our national events wherever I worked for a prime contractor here in Nevada, out at the Nevada test site and in Las Vegas. I believe in service. Most of the people in this country have some affiliation and believe in service. Louder, everybody's saying. I'm yelling as loud as I can. What I want to do is I want to return us to constitutional governance. We cannot do that overnight. If we did it, unfortunately, we've gone so bad that we would collapse. In 5 years, I would like to see many of the departments within the federal government eliminated. I would like to see, by 2010, a minimum of a 36% reduction in the cost of federal government. I would like to see state sovereignty return to this state and the other 49 states. I would like to see people who are fearful in the next election cycle, who say the citizens may not send me back because that means the citizens are in charge. I intend to represent citizens. I believe that the citizens are the ones in charge. I will put forward a constitutional amendment that says senators can only serve 2 terms, House members can only serve 4, Should that constitutional amendment not be passed, I will serve no more than 2 terms. I will put forth a constitutional amendment to repeal the 16th Amendment. I will repeal the IRS, and I will work in conjunction with the citizens to give us something like the fair tax. These are things I can't do alone. Everybody sitting out here has the opportunity to send other people to other places in the state house and in the federal government who have the same values. Here's a fear for you. What have we seen for 40 years with people who have run for office? They tell you, I believe in your values. Then when it comes time for the primary, you elect them, and they don't say the same thing in the general. And then we vote for them in the general, they go to office, and they don't say the same thing and don't represent your values in the Congress or in the State House. Will you accept that anymore? You must make a choice before June 8th here in Nevada on what it is that you believe are your values. I believe that I will represent your values, and I ask you to vote for me as a Republican candidate to take on Harry Reid. But I need your help to be able to do that. I'm a pure constitutionalist. Only the Constitution dictates the things that I believe in, and I ask for your help and support. Thank you.